Hello everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the M2 iPad Air and see how this particular iPad holds up in the later part of 2024. Now, a very big thing to keep in mind here with this type of iPad is that in almost every single way, this iPad is still worth buying. It's a beautiful device and has so much power and capability. For $600, this thing for the base model, I think it's a pretty decent deal. I think if you want to get a better deal, I think the M1 iPad Air is a better, cheaper iPad from a price perspective, but the M2 iPad Air is still holding up very, very well in the later part of this year. Now, on the front side, you're either getting an 11-inch or 13-inch panel, so it just depends on what type of panel you want, but I think both, you generally can't go wrong with either one. You're getting a beautiful display on the front side, USB Type-C port on the bottom, headphone jack on this iPad. It does support Apple Pencil 2 and Apple Pencil Pro, so those things are really nice things to have too, so you can get either one and you can support this on this iPad. On the back side, single camera setup, and overall it still is a really nice looking type of device. I think this thing looks really nice. If you're going to go through and pick up an iPad, I generally think it's a really decent option when it comes down to it. Now, from a software perspective, this thing did just end up getting, iPadOS 18. For a lot of people, iPadOS 18 is looking to be a really, really good option as well. So there seems to be a lot of improvements that this particular version of software brought, which in and of itself was another really cool thing. And the iPad Air, M2 model ended up getting all those types of updates. So it ended up getting basically all the Apple Intelligence updates and all those different things like that. So I think this in and of itself, once again, is another really important thing to kind of keep in mind here too. So I think that in and of itself is another very big advantage for this type of, iPad when it comes down to it. And when it comes down to the performance, this iPad is still going to be giving you a very good type of iPad when it comes down to the performance side. So you're getting that M2 chipset inside, and you're getting basically 8-core CPU, 9-core GPU, and you're still maintaining 8 gigabytes of RAM inside of this thing too. That in and of itself is another very big asset for this type of iPad as well. It really is one of the better performing iPads you can buy, and that is something that I actually love a lot about this type of device too, because the performance of it from that side is still going to be giving you very good performance, and I think a big amount of people probably are going to compare this thing against a MacBook and say, what should I buy, like a MacBook Air or an iPad Air? And I would say those are two different things. We did get new MacBooks, we did get new iPads. I would probably tell you a MacBook is its own machine, but the iPad is still a very, very good, fast, powerful device, and it still, is easily one of my favorite types of devices to recommend to people to buy as well. So I look at something like the iPad Air M2 model, and I definitely will tell you this is a really, really good device. I love this device a lot, and I still think the M2 model is still very much worth buying. But if I were you, I probably would also recommend thinking about some of these other MacBooks, some of these other devices too, and kind of see which one you like more. But I definitely do like something like a MacBook, I like something like the iPad Air M2 models, and I definitely do think these are very good options when it comes down to it as well. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.